But I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Pottsville. I'm usually joined with the brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, but he's out today, and I'm joined with Track World News, Colin Watizman, to really talk about everything at the World Athletics Championship. This is a big collab. You feel me? It's a big collab. Two black runners, Track World News. This is cool. And we're on the IG Live at Track World News as well. I want to advertise too. We'll be here for the next 45 minutes. If you want to join us, just chill out as we talk track. And if you want to come on to the podcast, you get a free shirt, you get a free Under Armour swag, and we really just trying to just talk track for about the next 45 minutes. But Colin, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. This World Championships has been absolutely amazing. We've had back amazing days this entire championship. It's just been super amazing to watch. My first time here in Eugene, and so really kicking it off with a bang. I mean, we got a lot of great stuff to talk about, and to get in 45 minutes or less is going to be tough, but I'm sure we'll do it.
No, for sure. We'll definitely get into everything. And like I said, we encourage people to come on to the podcast. Like, I want to chat with you. You want to come on and talk? We can talk a little bit about track. No, you're just going to laugh? Come on, come through. Let's talk track. Talk track, my guy. Let's talk track.
Oh,
yeah, let's go. Come here. Yeah, we really just want to talk. I think first thing we would love to talk about is 4x1. But come through. Yeah, most definitely. Let's talk about the women's 4x1 because that was the biggest upset. If that's what you wait. First off, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Maggie. I'm from DC.
From DC, the DMV.
That's right.
Hey, doing your thing. How are you enjoying the World Championships, real quick? Let's start right there.
Crazy awesome. As you said, every day I keep thinking this is the best day, and then it just like keeps topping it. So I've been here the whole week. Leave tomorrow. Really sad about that.
About leaving or just
about the whole experience coming to an end, about leaving too. But excited to see what the rest of the summer is going to bring for some of these athletes.
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely is going to be exciting. Let's start with the women's 4x1. I think probably the biggest upset of the meet, you can probably say, Maggie. Just what was your first impression of TT Terry getting that baton and beating Sharika Jackson?
That's right.
That's crazy.
The whole stadium was on fire. Like, I loved hearing that. I loved being in that energy. I was around the far turn under the big screen, so I got to see the legendary Jenna third leg in person, and so really just stepped it up. It was really cool.
Did she grab TT's hand again and give her the baton?
I looked for that, it certainly looked like it worked out. Really super smooth, silky smooth. Really proud of them.
Yeah, I was in a similar position too. I was right on that curve. Like, you couldn't have had a more direct angle of the handoff in between those two. And all the handoffs look real crispy for the women. Like, they all had their stuff locked in. You can tell that relay camp that they did 2 weeks ago paid off. The chemistry was on point. And they were able to bring it home against an extraordinarily talented Jamaican team. I mean, whenever you can beat the Jamaicans in a 4x1, it's time to celebrate because they are so legendary in the sprinting world. And, all four of them put together 4 great legs to bring home gold for the first time here in the United States.
What I really want to talk about the women's 4x1 too is like the women's U.S. sprints as a whole, because as we've seen, the men's sprints have been dominant. 11 medals, 11 individual medals they have gotten over these past, 8 days now. Last year at the Olympics, they only got 5. Last year at the Olympics, the women only got 5, 2 in the individual medals. But individual medals, the women have only gotten 2 this year with Sydney McLaughlin and Dela Muhammad. But now getting the upset in this 4x1 relay. Just Maggie, what do you feel like the future of the U.S. women's sprints really looks like, as we have a young team that beat a legendary Jamaican 4x1 team, to say the least?
It's bright, it's young, it knew it was on home turf, and it delivered when it counted. So it's only going up from here.
Colin?
Yeah, the women's sprinting is really starting to come into its own. I mean, it has been for a while, but it's great to see that it's a lot of young talent on this 4x1. Like, we had 2 college kids, or I guess recent college kids, now that they're pro, handing off to each other. And we know that there's a lot more down the pipeline when it comes to the women's sprinting. And so we had all different generations kind of in that relay. And I feel that we're going to be in really good hands moving forward as we're getting many of these athletes to start to come into their prime, because they're not even there yet. So it should be great.
And I think we'll definitely get back to the women's 4x1 too. But Maggie, I just want to talk about your experience at the World Championships as well. One of the questions I want to ask people when they come up, like, what athlete or what thing has inspired you the most so far just being at the World Championships?
I'm coming at this from more of a distance runner background, as you can tell. Got the Bowerman Tri Club gear going on. But Kara Winger, the javelin thrower yesterday, just like getting on the podium with her last throw of the night, I think getting more into the field events and learning more about their stories has been something that I took away from this experience that I definitely wouldn't have had I just been sitting at home watching on TV.
Yeah, it's really not the same seeing the field events on TV compared to being in-house, hearing the clap. Like, the clap is insane for for everybody. Like, I just don't know. We just need to figure out a way that we can translate that on the TV, and like, track and field will take over. You know what I mean, Colin?
Yeah. The experience of a track meet live is very different than the experience of a track meet on TV, because I think half of the experience is what's going on in the stands. Like, if you're like, you didn't know, like, there were fans cheering, going crazy. You hear the Jamaicans with the vuvuzelas. Like, it all is just makes, like, you get the personality of not only the athletes on the track, but the fans in the atmosphere. And I feel that's what actually can capture, you know, a track meet. And it's hard to do that because, you know, you're focused on the meet when it comes to TV. But yeah, it's really been a crazy experience, this World Championship.
And then one more, Maggie, before I let you go. And like, with your experience, World Athletics Championships, experience everything. Like, people say that track and field, like, is a dying sport in a way. Does this give you hope, though, with being here?
I think there's a lot of lessons learned about some of the coverage that we saw here, but with some of the great stories, you know, like with Noah Lyles coming from the DMV area, like just seeing him electrify the whole field. I think there's a lot of excitement there, of course. But I would like to see more of that mainstream coverage, right? Like, where is the breaking news about Sydney last night? Where are the trending videos, you know, just outside of the track bubble on Twitter? I think that's where we need to see some more progress.
Yeah, most definitely. But thank you, Maggie, for joining us.
Oh man, this is awesome.
Really
really appreciate
you.
it.
We also got some free gear for you as well. We got an Under Armour headband,
and
then what's that? Medium, large shirt, a 2 Black Runner shirt we got for you too.
Outstanding.
That's a medium or large?
A medium would probably be good.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you. Wait, come on, man. Come on, man. Screaming Jamaica. We gotta get you on.
Either way, right there works.
Either side, what you want. What's your name? Where you from? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Good evening. Yeah, I'm Raymond. I'm from Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica?
Yeah. Made the flight over.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. That's what's up.
Came over last week at the start of the games. Yeah.
How are you enjoying the World Championship so far?
I mean, it's been good. Not as, I mean, for the last few games, we Jamaicans have been really doing well, but not so much this time, you know. Had some mishaps and stuff, but we're still enjoying it, you know. Can't expect to win everything all the time.
What was your initial impression of that women's 4x100? Because I be honest with you, I thought Jamaica was gonna win. I was all like, our team's really young, we have a bright future, but like you said, like legends on that team, but be able not to get in that. Look at our men's team. Our men's team were legends, but it doesn't happen on that day.
Right. I mean, if I'm to be honest, I'll say I was shocked.
Yeah.
At the start, but then I mean, things happen, and I think we had some faulty changes around the throughout the race. So I think, I mean, second, if you come second at the World Championship, you should still be really happy. But I think because of the persons that are in the race, you start thinking like this one is a must. Just like you're saying, the US, you'd think it's a must that they will win the men's 4x1, but that's why it's the relays. You have to go around that and make it work, right?
You know your nation's really talented when you sweep and you have the top two and it's kind of an off year. That's how you know
we did bad this year.
Yeah. You know
you're not getting much from the men. You know, they're not much from the men. The ladies, oh my goodness, the ladies are doing very well. You know, they have, and even in there, you're still dropping some medals as well. You know, if you look back at the hurdles, Hansel Parchment, you'd think that was a sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking gold. I didn't see Holloway beating him, you know? So
I did. I saw them beating him, but
we were counting that as a gold medal, you know. So for him to get injured in the warm-up, that was disappointing for us as well. So, you know, and then I mean, it's not over.
Yeah, but you still got Natoya coming tomorrow in the 8. You got
that 4x4. The Jamaican women look good in the 4x4.
Is it Anderson in the 100
Brittany
hurdles?
Anderson,
in the 100 hurdles as well. So you do got people coming. And then I want to talk about Oblique Seville as well. He plays 4th in the 100.
I'm looking at his manager down there, you know, and smiling. He's hiding. But yeah, Oblique is one for the future. Yeah.
Yeah. How old is he? He's young.
I think he's what, 20? 21.
21.
Yeah, oblique is 21. It's like his breakout year. No, but he was in the. I think he went to semifinals in the Olympics last year.
Yeah.
So he's improving every year. So look out for him.
And see, you feel like he's going to be that leader in that next wave of men Jamaican stars, because Yohan Blake is definitely on the back end coming off an oblique. He's leading the way in a way.
I mean, I want to be optimistic, but because it's so early, I don't want to put that pressure on him.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to say that we have I see two guys this year, Akeem Blake, oblique Seville. Those two guys look really, really promising. So let's see if by say 2024, these guys get to the top of the game.
Yeah, that was my prediction, was that Seville and Blake are going to be problems by the time you get to 2024, because that's when they're going to start being their prime, and so they're going to be, challenging for those medals, challenging for that gold. And it's always great when you have Jamaicans at the top and United States at the top when it comes to sprinting, because the rivalry is just so much fun.
I love the rivalry is in the people as well, not just on the
track.
Yeah,
Exactly.
When they're sitting in the stadium, it's like it's a divide. It's the US and Jamaicans. You feel it. It's physical almost.
Yeah.
The people really take the rivalry serious. I mean, I tell you, Jamaicans were cheering for Canada.
I know. Literally, people
like
behind me
medal.
were so hyped when Andre took cross. When he came across that line, I was like, dang, I was just there. I couldn't even look around. Like, I'm like, oh, man, we lost that. But that rivalry is definitely real. But I'm really interested in this perspective from you, because definitely in the U.S., like, track community, people always keep on talking about, like, track and field is a dying sport, in a way. And I'm like, we need to up the entertainment. We need to do this to keep track and field alive. But, like, in Jamaica, especially, like, you go to the high school championships, it's
Bro,
lit.
don't go
it's
high
lit.
school. No. Kids at 2 years old have championships in Jamaica. I mean, but high school is where you get to the top. But as they hit the school, by 3, there's like a basic champs. Then there's primary champs. Then there's champs everywhere for kids, right? So only baby champs we need to have now. but we take it really serious. It's our number one sport, obviously. So we a lot of it, and we're passionate about it.
Do you feel like track and field can get to another level, or do you all like it is at that level?
Hey, following those Bolt years, there's a lot of catching up to do. Bolt took this thing to another level, where stadiums were being sold out just to see one man. I mean, that never happened, well, not in my lifetime, where athletics was that on the map, So for us to get back there, it's going to take a lot. You're going to need some, I mean, you're seeing it, the good performance will bring the crowds, So, but Bolt took this sport to a level that it will take years for us to get back to that point, Noel Lyles seems to be a guy with that kind of a flair.
Yeah.
Just need the love of the people now, because what Bolt had was love everywhere.
Yeah.
It was a worldwide love, not just Jamaica or in the Caribbean or so, but everywhere, So Noel need to get that kind of, endearing spirit where people are drawn to him like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that Usain Bolt had that one love, you could say.
Uniting, he was a man for the world, Exactly.
But I really do appreciate you coming through with us as well. You can get a free shirt as well if you would like one.
I'm traveling with 3 other people, so if I only go with one shirt, they're going to be, I'm going to be in trouble.
I don't know if I can give all 3. I don't know if I can give all 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, what's up? Mount Sack Dogs. Come on.
Yeah.
So you get?
Yeah. Well,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
Oh, thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Yeah, cool.
And one more, right here.
Oh, one more.
Got you.
There you go.
Fanny pack and everything like that. But we're here, the Two Black Runners podcast, live at Under Armour Mission Control, just for about the next 40 minutes, really talking about track and everything like else. We would love for you to join us on the podcast and talk about track. Yeah. They were here yesterday. I'm talking about you, the green shirt right there. Join us on the podcast. We would love to have you. No?
Oh.
But what else did you want to talk about in just track and field from this day, Colin?
So we talked about the women's 4x1. I feel it's only fair to talk about the men. I know for the U.S., you mentioned it's a little heartbreaking. It hurts
Painful.
a little bit. Can we get your initial thoughts on what happened, and then I can break down what I kind of saw for the men's 4x1.
What the first thing, Christian Coleman ran a great leg, and then he ran up on Noah Lyles, and I was all like, "Is this the start? Like, is this?" Like, he ran up on Noah Lyles just a little too much. I don't know if Noah didn't get out hard enough or what happened, but he ran up on Noah a little bit too much, and I was like, "Oh, dang." And then Noah gets to Elijah Hall. Elijah Hall runs pretty good leg, but I'm like, it's still really close right now. Why is it close? Like, we ran so good yesterday, and then when Elijah Hall handed off to Bracy, I was like, are we even in the zone right now? And Elijah Hall fell to the ground. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then Andre DeGrasse like ran super well. And so the first two reactions I had afterwards, like, dang, like it's happened again. I thought we were gonna get gold, but then I was also like, man, I'm so happy for Andre DeGrasse. Like, he was having a rough World Athletics Championships, and then Nia Ali, his wife, like, falling earlier this morning, too, in the 100-meter hurdles prelims. I bet it feels like such a big load off his shoulders to be able to get that victory, but you know, definitely a lot of hurt too.
Yeah. If I'm looking at the positives, so positives on the side for Canada. Yeah, feel good for Andre DeGrasse. He's been battling this year, whether it be with injuries or whatever it might be, and so definitely feel good for him. Obviously, you mentioned with Nia Ali going down, I'm sure it feels good for the couple to bring home some hardware, some hardware there for sure. Then on the other side of things, yeah, like you were saying, it was tough looking at how the handoffs, like, it seemed like it was just progressively not going our way. And like you said, I was like, okay, you ran up on Noah Lyles a little bit. I'm like, that's fine. Like, we're still in a good position. It shouldn't be a problem. Then it looked like the handoff from Lyles to Hall was pretty good. I wasn't upset with that. And then I was right next to where that third handoff was, in between Hall and Bracy. And man, they passed it like a 4x4 handoff. Like, he had to like turn around. And the second I saw that, I was like, all right, it's done. Like, I know Andre DeGrasse may not be at 100%, but it's still Andre DeGrasse, and the thing that he does is he ends up finding a way. And when you have those bad handoffs, it's tough to come back. And it's like, come on, where was this? Why didn't we do the same stuff we did in prelims? It was the same crew, so we don't have the excuse of.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, it was the same crew, we were talking about this earlier when we did this on Sunday, and I'm all like, bro, like, they had the most pressure, like, on them for sure. I felt like it definitely got relieved. I don't think they were on the line feeling that pressure. Definitely after running so well, definitely off the sweep, I feel like the pressure was off. But like, going into this, they definitely had. We were talking to Christian Coleman about this at Mount Sac, bro. No. Like, when he ran a 4x1 there, and we brought it up to him. Like, they've been talking about this all year to try and redeem from last year. So like, there definitely was a lot of pressure on it. But silver is still great. It's still great. But we expected so much after that U.S. men's sweep.
Yeah, I'm sure all of these guys are definitely upset with the fact that it's like, hey, I mean, everyone is. Like, if you were not Team Canada, you were upset because you wanted to win.
Well, if you're Team Jamaica, you're overjoyed as well.
Oh yeah, if you're Jamaica, you might be still pretty excited as well. But it's like everyone wants to come in and win, and it's tough when U.S. is you do the sweep. You have guys that are on the podium. You have several people that are running sub 9.8s, 9.9s.
Yeah.
Like, you have the fastest group of 4 in there, and your handoffs are fantastic. You got the American record holder, right there, the world record holder in the 60. You have so many records on that relay, and then to think you end up losing by 0.02, and it just doesn't go your way because of handoffs once again. It wasn't like you just flat out got beat. That'd be one thing, just flat out got beat. But I mean, Canada's been running the same 4x1 team since 2016. They've had the same 4 guys since 2016. We have not ran the same 4 guys back to back ever in the United States. That just shows it's about chemistry. It's not just about speed.
And that's what I thought we were going to get. But we're the Two Black Runners podcast live here at Under Armour Mission Run House. We would love for you to join us on the podcast, gentlemen, in the tan hat right there, the tan fedora. We would love for you to join us. No? Okay.
Nope. Dang.
Anyone else want to join us on the Under Armour here at Under Armour Mission Run House? It definitely has been a great weekend at the World Championships, and I think today what really surprised me in the women's 4x400 meters was all like Allyson Felix coming back. Allyson Felix pulling a Tom Brady, coming back, running one more lap around the track. And my question to you is that Allyson Felix went out there, ran a 50-61, the fastest split out of the U.S. team. Do we bring her back tomorrow? Like, just one more, Allyson. Why not?
All right, listen. So there's 2 answers to this. There's the should they, and then there's the will they. Should they? I mean, so right now you've got Sydney McLaughlin who should be on it.
Yeah.
A Thingmo. I know she has the 800 20 minutes before, but it's still a Thingmo. You have Dalia Muhammad, and then, I mean, I know she ran faster than Talitha Diggs, but you got Talitha. Like, you have other people that placed higher than her, and it's like, to give it to Allyson Felix, I think it would be a little more of like, it's the name. I think she's still going to give you a good leg. Like, she's still going to give you some good times. But I think it's going to be tough. But I feel they're going to, because it's like, hey, close out your world championships. Let's get you 1 million medals. But if it was up to me, if I was the coach, I'd be like, no, we're picking somebody else. I might have to go with Steiner, run her back off that 100.
It was Bianca Knight who just tweeted out earlier today talking about how, like, she wants the U.S. 4x400 meter women to, like, they want them to run. Like, let the young girls, like, run. Let them get those experience. Even if it is a loss, what I think she was really alluding to, like, let them get that experience and, like, getting that pressure of always going into that final, because that's what it's going to be, essentially. You know what I mean? They're going to have to be in these finals soon enough. Like, you're not always going to be able to bring in Superman into the rescue, I should say Wonder Woman into the rescue every single time when it happens. But I like, it would be tight to have her come through again. Like, it would be cool, Colin. Like, it would be cool. Definitely, just because when you look at it, bro, when she gets the baton, like, Hayward Field turns into Jerry World, bro. It turns into Cowboy Stadium. It turns into Super Bowl. It turns into Rolling Loud. Like, that's what it turns into when she gets the baton. Like, it is exciting. And it's just great, too, because the mixed relay, she got ran down by Paulino. And, like, now to get this. So it would be cool, though, just to end it on this note, just to be all like, all right, that's good. Book in. Great race. Like, perfect ending. But I don't know. She may have to come back tomorrow because, man, here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can definitely see it happening now. Like, after what she just did today, I can see it, but like before she ran this for prelim of the 4x4, I didn't see it as like a thing. I thought, like, based off that mixed relay, I just didn't see it as, her being able to come back and do the 4x4. This gave me a little bit more hope, a little bit more light with how well she did run and the fact that she is such a massive name. So I'd say if I were to put like a percentage wise on it, I bet you it's like 75-80% chance that she runs it. I bet you that right now there's a better chance than not that she does, because of her name, because of what she ran. I think it's going to be up to her. I think she's going to be able to say, like, hey, I do want to do it or I don't. I don't think it's going to be anybody else kicking her off or putting her on if she doesn't want to.
It's going to be interesting for sure. That's definitely an event that we're going to be looking to. 4x4 is always interesting to close out the day, especially. And let's talk about the men's 4x400 as well. But I got to remind you, if you want to come on to the Two Black Runners podcast, you can go ahead and do that. You'll get a free shirt. You'll get some free Under Armour gear. You want to come up, my man? Yeah, let's come through. Come through, bro. What do you want to talk about? Man?
Best shirt on the street, by the way. Maybe second, actually.
What's your name? Where are you from, bro?
My name is Nate Weiner. I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
Philly? Let's go! Shout out!
Devon Allen?
Where in Philly? Right outside West Philly.
West Philly? Love that.
West Philadelphia, born and
Shout out
raised.
Philadelphia.
On the playground? You spend most of your days?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I feel you.
Yes, sir.
What did you enjoy about the World Athletics Championships today, my man?
What did I enjoy today? I love the 4x4.
Neither.
I'm a huge 4x4 fan, so I love watching that.
Yeah.
4x1s, I mean, again, I love relays. I love watching, like, 4 people get together, like, put it out there. So, yeah.
What you think about the men's 4x4 team? Like, we look dominant. Anything else? Do we need to change up the team? Like, how do you feel? Are we about to break the world record? Like, what's going to happen tomorrow?
All right, so my thoughts, definitely have to change up the relay a little bit. I think Grant Holloway, I mean, that dude's so talented. Like, come on, we can't put him.
That'd be tight.
We got to put him out there, right?
That would be amazing.
Bassett is like good, but I mean Noah Lyles too. Like, you have to at least flirt with the idea of putting him out there. Him and Grant, because they're just so good.
Yeah, Grant has been just, I mean, what he did in college back in 2019 has been amazing. I just remember seeing him doing the 4x4, long jump, 100, 110 hurdles. I mean, he was doing like the heptathlon in high school. Like, the dude's mad athletic, mad crazy. Unfortunately, I think he's back in Virginia. I think he just went back home. Yeah, but I wish, like, if he was still here, he said in the podcast that he is like the 6th man of the year. He's like the 5th man. Like, yo, whenever you need somebody for whatever it is, I'm there when it comes to, being a good relay dude.
Sad that he's still here to do that.
Yeah.
Because that dude is so talented.
Yeah, he's great.
There's just some people out there that are just so talented that should, do it.
Yeah.
Whether they're a 110-meter hurdler, 100-meter guy or not. Noah Lyles is another guy that I think should totally think about running the 4x4.
That would definitely be interesting. I would be up for it to bring more just stars on it. It would be cool. I think especially though once we get Michael Norman on there, like I don't think USA like we're untouchable at that point. Once we put Mike on that team, I think Elijah Godwin is like he's running very, very well, bro. Like Elijah Godwin is running like good every single time he gets the stick in his hand, especially. So like USA, like we're looking totally unbeatable in that event. Like it's not gonna happen. Well, anything can happen, but you feel me? Like, I'm saying anything might happen.
It sucks that we don't have Rye in there. It would have been great to have the Michael Norman to Rye Benjamin chemistry going on because, they're such great friends, such great training partners. But he went out after the 400 hurdles. He said he's going to be done for with this. But we should still be seeing some great, people coming through when it comes to the 4x4.
No, yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. And Nate, I want to ask people too when they come up here, like, what got you into running? Because I feel like come to the World Championships is not what an average track runner does in high school. You feel me? Like a lot of average track runners or cross country runners or sprinters, like they don't know about the sport as much. Like, what was the moment that you're all like, dang, like I love like the sport, the entertainment side of track and field?
Whew, that's a big question,
It's kind of deep. It's kind of deep, bro. I like deep questions.
That's a deep question. You're asking things that are like getting deeper than just surface level. For me, I got into running in middle school and high school. My mom was kind of like, yo, you got to get out of the house in high school. Like, you can't hang around here. So I got into it, and then high school, like late high school, early college, got into it. Just like fell in love with running. You know. Got into it in college, was like, man, I love like lifting, love working out, love that grind. So that's what did it for me.
When did you like start following like the sport more, like knowing about the Grant Holloways and the Michael Normans and stuff like that? College
was like the time where I really got into it. Just like learning about the people like Grant Holloway, you talk about Michael Norman, like those people that are just like high end level people. You just like start to love track and field. Like you're watching people like get out of the blocks and you're just like, yo, like that guy's got it.
Yeah.
That was what did it for me in college. So yeah, like D3 athlete, guy that just loved watching like the grind of guys in D1. Ches especially.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Coming through. Got a question. Oh dang.
Got a
question. You can stay for 2, Nate.
Oh, I can stay?
Yeah, you can stay. You can stay.
Yeah, why not?
What's your name? Where's you from? And then what's your question?
My name's Joel Lyons. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And my buddies down there. We were talking about Allyson Felix in the 4x400. My question is, doesn't the runners who run in the prelim, they get a medal so she could already get a medal if the team tomorrow wins, right?
Yeah.
So I think it does sound like it might be good to let some of the younger ones, like y'all were saying, run the next round. But that was the main question, was that.
Yeah. So as long as you're on the relay, it doesn't matter if you're prelims, finals, as long as you compete at some point, then you're able to get a medal. So the people that are on the relay pool, they don't get it if they don't run. But if you step foot on the track and then your team ends up getting the medal, you're getting you're taking home some hardware.
So you could actually have 8 people getting medals if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
One. Should I ask the decathlon question?
Oh yeah, I'm down for the decathlon question.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm all for the decathlon.
All right. So in the scoring on the decathlon,
yeah.
say two participants clear the same height, but on the previous height, one got it in their first time, and the other one got it. It took them 3 times to do it. Is the point difference for those two?
Yeah, so actually, there's fun facts on this for a little bit. One, yes, the points are the same, so it'll go back as scoring the same points. But one thing that is interesting, if it ends up being an exact tie, so if after every single event it goes back to a tie, they go back to the last event, and if somebody had less mistakes, that person can end up winning if it is a tie at a championship.
Okay.
So but that never happens. Like, it's very, very rare that you'll see a complete tie at the end of 10 events.
Right.
But yeah, so if you get on your 3rd attempt every single time and someone gets on their 1st attempt every single time,
same points. Yeah. Okay. All right. It doesn't seem fair because we know that in the high jump it's not that way, right? In the open high jump. But
yeah.
Anyway, appreciate it, you guys.
Yeah. No.
Hey, you want a shirt? A free shirt?
Oh yeah, I'd love one.
Most definitely large, extra large.
We'll get a large. Is it cotton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cotton.
Oh, hold on.
I have one here.
Dang, there's so many shirts in here, bro.
You got it. There you go.
All right. It's actually my 33rd anniversary, and I know my wife down there would love one too. Is there any way you can get a second one?
We're at the 33rd anniversary.
Hey man,
33rd? Congratulations.
Like a medium maybe.
Here, we switch it up. We'll switch it up right here.
All right, you guys are great.
Can I take a whole box?
I'm going.
A whole box or something. Hold the whole box. Whole box.
Yeah, can I take a whole box?
Yeah,
I don't know about the whole box. I don't know about the whole box. But what are you most excited for? Are you staying here for tomorrow, Nate?
I'm staying here for tomorrow. We're gonna come out and watch the evening session tomorrow.
What are you most excited for tomorrow? What event? Then I'll let you go, Nate.
So the 4x4 is my
4x4.
my favorite event. As I said earlier, I love four guys getting together to race an event and put it all out there.
Yeah.
So as I'm gonna walk off here. What got you guys into track and field at this high level?
I love that question.
Well, I started running when I was 5 years old. So like I have 3 older brothers. They all did club track and everything. So right when I got into the sport, it was kind of like, dang, it's like it was a sport. Like I seen that my brothers can be good at this, but then it was also like this is entertainment to me because I was like 8 years old watching 2008 Beijing. Like this dude, Usain Bolt runs 9.69. My brother's doing the worm afterwards, super excited on the floor. Like we were going crazy. So it was always just an entertainment and sport to me. And then as you just got like, when I was growing up, like I was just thinking like, dang, I want to be a pro athlete. As other kids were like, I want to be a pro track and field athlete. Other kids were like, I want to be LeBron and everything. Like I'm trying to be Dwayne Solomon. I'm trying to be David Rudisha. Like that's who I was trying to be. I was trying to be like those 800-meter runners. So that's really, I got into the sport just really young age.
So you watched 9.69 and then watched your brother do the worm like across like the living room floor.
We were hyped. It was insane. I remember like that's my first memory of like really like watching TV and like falling in love with the sport. Like that 9.69 was insane.
That's absurd because like just your brother be like, all right, I'm gonna do the worm because we watched a 9.69 100-meter.
Bro, it was crazy. It was
nuts.
crazy. Yeah. When would you ever else see a 9.69, bro?
Yeah. I was actually the opposite way. So I didn't start running track until middle school. So I tried out for the baseball team, 7th grade, got cut. Still to this day, I think there was some politics involved. I'm never going to let that go.
They played you.
They played me. I should have been on that team. But so I got cut there. Ended up running track. Started to really like it. In high school, I found out that there was this event called the pole vault. I was like, oh, that's cool. You get to land on that giant fluffy mat. I want to do that. And so ended up trying that out. Started going well. Ended up doing pretty successfully. Got to run in college, and then. Over the years, just was like, oh, this is like really cool and really fun. Like you're getting the true test of athleticism because all sports are kind of based off of some aspect of track and field. And so that kind of got me interested in it and then just kept snowballing until, here we are today.
We run for fun and other teams run for punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've said that too many times.
I appreciate you, Nate.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Free shirt, my guys.
Thanks for coming, man.
Right here, bro.
Thank you. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Philly proud. Philly proud. Let's go. Go Birds, man. Come on.
Geno's are the best?
I don't know, man. I don't know if Gino. It's a little overhyped. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't been to Philly. I need to go.
No,
I need to go.
Good.
But we are here, the two black runners here at Under Armour Mission Run House, doing our thing. I'm Joshua Potts, joined with Colin Watizman, Track World News. If you would love to join us on the podcast and talk some track, I see you right there, father-daughter duo. Come on to the podcast. No, father-son duo. Come through.
Right here.
Who
wants to join? Grant. All right.
Anyone else want to come onto the podcast and really talk about what we're live here at the Two Black Runners podcast? What's up, Sean? What's up? Good job today, Elise. Really appreciate that. I wish I was trying to get into the mix zone, but I couldn't get down there. But great job today. But it was really an exciting day here at the World Athletics Championships, Colin. We have a lot to look forward to as well tomorrow. And I think what I really want to talk about before we get to the other things is the women's 800 meters. So I think that has the potential to really rock the house, most definitely. We could see another U.S. sweep. Well, that would be the 5th U.S. sweep of the day, but either way, it's going to be a super, super exciting race in that women's 800.
Yeah, U.S. is showing up and showing out, and I think that this championship definitely has an opportunity to do that. I mean, we've seen at the U.S. Championships, Athing Mo and Wilson going at it, and then we also know Raven Rogers, the hometown hero here. She's the Oregon Duck. So we we have 3 different kind of storylines there of these athletes that really want to, put on a show when it comes to the U.S. championship or comes to the World Championship from the U.S. I think that we're going to see some crazy time from a thing. I mean, she's been really locked in over the last 2 years. She's now been full-time pro, so no longer has those races from college on her legs. I think we're going to see something crazy.
Then we're going to see like a 155 or under.
Why not? Let's go under. Let's.
You think we're going to see like 154 tomorrow?
Why not? Why not? We're talking about a thing Mo.
True.
Now the only reason we wouldn't.
Statement.
So when I think about it, the only reason we may not see some crazy fast time is if she plans on doing the 4x4 and then wants to do just enough in the 800 so that she can also kill the 4x4. That would be the only reason we don't see something crazy fast. But I think we are. I don't think she's going to be focused on that 4x4. I think she's going to be focused on the 8. But I say that's the only reason we wouldn't see something insane.
The only reason I say that because I don't know if. I feel like she can run 154, and I think she can run 154 this season. I just don't know if it'll come tomorrow. I think it will come maybe in the Diamond League season going further out and everything like that. But I definitely see like a 155 just because like she has some things under her legs. But where I was talking to Aaron yesterday too is just the fact that like I feel like a thing's gonna really go for it tomorrow. Like these past 2, like in these prelims and the semis, like she hasn't really went out there and like went for it like how she's been doing it. And when she was at the USA's, like she ran those rounds, like she went out there each time and wasn't really like settling at all. I feel like she's not gonna settle tomorrow and really go for it. Just how like Sydney went out in that 400-meter hurdles race and really like went for it. I think we may see that same thing with the thing tomorrow and like really go for that 8. I'm just gonna say watch out for Ajay, bro. Yeah. Watch out for Ajay. Like I think she's gonna go right with the thing, sit him out 3rd, 4th place, and then dang, the last 200 meters is gonna be a trip. It's going to be a trip.
I think this first 400 is going to really determine what kind of race and how close it's going to be because we know that a thing Mo really enjoys front running and like being out front, taking the lead, pressing hard. It's funny, her and her boyfriend, Brandon Miller, both like doing the same thing. Yeah. I guess it's something that that's
what they learned in club track, bro. That's definitely what they learned in club track.
Yeah, so I think if she's able to press early and get out and make it a difficult race to kind of come back from, then I think it's going to be just her ending up in a race just like Sid McLaughlin, where it's just her versus the clock. Yeah. But if we don't see her press and it's going to be close within that first 400 meters, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Wilson coming through with some really good times and really pressing her to potentially upset. Maybe I don't know.
I think that may happen. And Keely, we got to watch out for Keely Murray Mora as well. It's going to be exciting. But I think we got 2 guests trying to come through. Y'all trying to come on to the podcast?
Chat?
Real quick, talk. We just talking track, bro. We just talking running and everything like that. Just come on, say your name, where you're from. You also get some free Under Armour gear. You get a free shirt as well. Like we ain't just gonna give you nothing.
One can sit here, one sit there.
This side and that side as well.
Oh, is that Woods? Yo, what's up, my man?
Where are you guys from? What's your name?
Bruce Anders. We're from Bend.
Oh, you guys, this is your home country? Not home country, home state.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
So what were you guys most excited to see? What got you most excited today from the World Athletics Championships?
Man, you got to go with that 4x1. The women winning it all was pretty awesome, especially with that super close finish. And a couple of bad handoffs with the men. Otherwise, it would have been a U.S. sweep.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the same. And then for you over here, I want to ask you, instead of being most excited, just overall from the World Athletics Championships, what has inspired you? Like, what performance has inspired you the most? You feel me?
I got to go with Noah Lyles. Oh, man, I just love everything about him. He's just a showman. He's just dope, honestly. He's so fast. And that's coming from me. Last time, me and my friends went to a pre-classic, and we got Arian Knighton shoes. So, like, wow. I should be an Arian Knighton fan. Yeah. But, dude, after watching Noah Lyles, he's just dope. He's just awesome. I love watching that guy. Yeah. He's so sick, and watching him this World Championships at 200. What did he get, the American record?
Yeah.
Everything about him is just dope.
Did you have Ariane winning the 200 here?
I honestly had no idea. Like, watching them in the prelims, I think they had, like, similar times. I think both of them were getting, like, 19.7s-ish. And from the semis, I don't know. I think Noah just looked, like, slightly stronger. But in previous races, I see Noah just, like, start mobbing towards like the last 50, and so I don't know. I thought that would work in his favor, but when he came through strong in the first turn in the finals for the 200, I was like, oh, he's gone. He's definitely winning this. So I overall I had Noah winning coming into the race, but yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to put on a show, which is really great. Like, you see him, he's ripping off his uniform, he's celebrating like he's having a good time. Like, I think that's the type of energy we need to see when it comes to track and field. Like, show your personality, like show like you're excited, like you're having a good time, like, you know, like talk to the crowd. Like, I loved every single like US athletes like over here, like hyping up the crowd like before they get the races started. Like, I think that's what we need to see more in track, because when you're bringing out your personality, it makes it more fun for everybody.
You know, I was going to say, I think that's such a great point, because look at Carson Warholm. He's not even American, but he's become a star here in this country just because of his personality. And he's just, of course, he's awesome, but the personality brings it home.
Exactly.
Yeah. And with you guys here, father-son duo, did you put him on to track and field like a very young age to be all like, this is a great sport? How's your guys' relationship with track and field really come to be, come to be?
Well, I ran in college. I ran at Duke. And so we've been running together his life. And now Max got kind of a story to tell about what he's going for right today.
Well, right now I'm not in the correct position to make Oregon, but I'm trying to. I got to get my 400 time down by like a second and a half. So I'm trying to walk on there next year, but we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Nice, man.
Why Oregon? Well, I don't know. I just applied to Oregon. I didn't have any other offers really, so I kind of just applied to Oregon for academics and stuff. But then me and my friend Malcolm Boyd, we talked to the coach, Henson, I think, and he told us that if we get our times down by like a second and a half, we'll have a spot on the team. So yeah, we're just trying to run there.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Like keep living that dream and turn that dream into reality. And especially like I think this is the great place to do it. My brother who's not on here with us today, he was saying coming to the World Championships, like he really felt like the things, because we ran club track and we ran through high school, we ran through college as well, but like experiencing those, and we were at Nike Outdoor Nationals a couple weeks back, but like experiencing that, all of that really leads to this moment right here. And like when I was here at just the World Championships earlier this week, I was like, dang, bro, like I want to race. Like there's no way I could keep up with these guys, but like I want to race so bad. Like it really motivates you to like get to the next level and like feed off that energy and like see, like, because everyone wants to be at the level, everyone wants to be that way, but like no one wants to put in those 10,000 hours that these people have put in this stadium. But like to just see them just shows that like it's possible, like anybody can be on that level. You know what I mean?
Can I offer an observation that I was talking to my son about when we were training? We were talking about how all these guys are out here, they've put in, like you say, thousands and thousands of hours and hundreds of competition, and they're still PRing.
Yeah.
Because of the hype of this stadium and this event. It's incredible that after all of those performances, they're still running their best ever because of where they are. It's insane, really.
Yeah. And what did it say? Abby Steiner said she ran like 50 races this year. Like Trevor
55.
Bassett.
She ran 55
Trevor Bassett ran like 44 times this year, and they're still like PRing, performing at the highest level at the end of the season. Like it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, it's been amazing seeing how these college athletes have been able to, step up, in one of the toughest situations. I mean, and you had, like you mentioned, you have Trevor Bassett, you had Abby Steiner. I mean, he came in fourth, but champion Allyson, fifth, something like. But he got into the final, champion Allyson, the college guy. So I mean, there's Joseph Famboulay four. I mean, there's so many athletes you can go down of people that made the final, were able to do damage, even though they have tons of races under their legs. It just goes to show how special Eugene is and can bring the best out in you.
And before I let you guys go, I want to know, tomorrow we got the women's 100-meter hurdles, we got the women's 8, the men's 5K, the women's long jump, men's pole vault, then obviously the 4x4s. What events are you guys most excited to see?
100% 4x4.
4x4.
It's my favorite event in all track. Just the hype of it. I don't know. Normally, for most events, 4x4 is like the last event, and sometimes it'll just come down to it, regarding like teams winning. So definitely the 4x4.
Awesome.
Same. It's our event. We're both 400-meter guys, and I don't know. There's just nothing cooler than the 4x4, men, women, whatever. It's awesome. It's the last event. It's the most hype event. It's hard not to just be totally stoked about the 4x4.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming through, though. And what was your name again, bro?
Max Anders.
Max Netters?
Max Anders.
Max Anders, bro. I'm going to be looking out for you,
You're going to see him next year.
I'm going to be looking out for you next year, bro, for sure, man. I'm going to be looking out for you. We appreciate you guys coming through. We also got some shirts for you as well. Two Black Runners. That's our podcast right here, bro.
That is awesome. Thank you, guys.
Say less. Thank you.
And then some Under Armour
That Under Armour headband right there.
Outstanding.
Oh, bet. Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much, you guys.
No problem. No
No
problem.
problem. Thank you, guys.
Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the World Champs.
See you guys later. I see you. Have a good one.
But we really do. It's been a great time out here, Colin. It's been a great time.
Yeah, this has been really cool. I mean, just doing this show, this first time being here, doing it live, just seeing the people that are coming out of the championships, offering their ideas, their insight on what they just saw and everything. Like that's something that I think is really, really cool. And just being here for the first time myself, like Eugene, this is the first time I've been here. I know you've been here a few times. The atmosphere is amazing. It's unlike any other one. Will I say it's better than Penn Relays?
Say it. Yes, it is, bro.
Man, I'm biased. I got the Philly bias, so I can't take myself to say that yet. But it's dang good. It's dang good. And this has been an awesome experience.
Well, before I get you out of here, I'll be dumb if I didn't ask you this question, bro.
Yeah.
The men's pole vault tomorrow. Like, is Mondo about to break another world record? Is Christopher Nielsen going to compete with Mondo? Like, wasn't Lalavine like really struggling too to get that through that qualification?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of storylines there. When we had this dude, what's my man's name? I almost about to call him Kodak, but his name's definitely not Kodak. The dude from Germany with the do-rag?
With the Dewey?
With the do-rag on, competing? My man from Germany, bro. Like, is he about to win?
Yo, all right. So what's going down? So it's a race for second place. Like Mondo Duplantis is winning. It's like he's on the level of Ryan Krauser, Sidney McLaughlin. He's on the level of those guys where it's like you win. When you come in, you step your foot on the track, you win. Like it doesn't matter rain, sleet, hail, great weather. He's coming in. He's gonna do his thing. And so I would say watch out for a world record. We need to be on world record watch when it comes to the men's pole vault because Mondo, he goes out and he does it every time. He does it every time. And he's miles above the bar every single time he jumps. It's not like he's just barely squealing over it.
Even when he misses,
he's going over by a lot. And so I got him winning. Like you said, yeah. Bakanda Lita Brie. I'm terrible with names, but he comes in with the do-rag. He just barely got into it. I'm glad that he got into the championship. He's going to be fun to watch. Like there's not many black pole vaulters to begin with.
Yeah.
Like being a black vaulter, I think I competed against 2 in my entire career.
That's crazy.
High school and college. Like it just doesn't happen.
That's wild.
And so whenever you see someone that's black in vaulting, I'm always rooting for him because there's not many of us. But it should be a championship to watch. The men's pole vault's going to be exciting.
He has a do-rag on.
The wave's got to be spinning. You can't mess up the wave, not even in competition.
But I gotta ask you too, like it's gonna be hot tomorrow. I think the high is gonna be 92. Is that an advantage for the pole vault, or is it disadvantage, or does it really even matter?
Yeah, so it depends. For many of them, it's probably gonna be all right as long as it's not like triple digits. You should be good because it's going to allow you to be loose. Same thing with the sprinting where you want to stay loose. The problem is though, because while you'll be able to be loose in those beginning, events, it's going to be really hot, so it's going to drain your energy.
Yeah.
So they got to make sure they're having water, hydrating, staying under that little, the little awning, so it's not going to be too hot. If they can do that, we're going to see some great performances because this group is going to be amazing. I would say be on American record watch for Chris Nielsen. I want to see him jump 6:07. That's a possibility for him. He looked really good in prelims. But to beat Mondo is going to be, you're going to need a miracle to do that. He's just insane.
Hey, Hayward Magic.
You're right.
You never know. You never know, but Hayward Magic could also work in Mondo's favor.
Exactly. The magic goes 2 ways.
It's going to be interesting, but we appreciate you, Colin, jumping in, subbing in for Aaron, bro. This has definitely been a great podcast. Some deep conversations, some fun conversations, and really, we're just talking track, bro. Thank you guys for joining us on 42 Black Runners Podcast, our last one here at the Under Armour Mission Run House. It definitely has been a pleasure, and that's all I got. See y'all next year. Budapest?
Wild. We'll see y'all.